I record on this computer. Let's see how that works. And then I'll share my screen. So we're recording this session. This is a live trading session. So what I do every morning is from 10 o'clock London session, I usually share trade ideas to the local Kenyan community on my Fierrrce Launchpad group, as well as on IAM through the, okay, so not through IAM. Okay, so I need to go to the, this is the page. So I'll be sharing trade ideas on IML Web Analyzer for the whole of IAM community globally. And then I'll also be sharing on, as you can see here, yeah, so this is my Fierrrce Launchpad. This is when I share for the local community. So obviously what I do is I look at the charts. I am looking at Euro USD. So that's one of the first potential trade ideas that I'm looking at. Let's see. And don't worry, today is just a live trading session. So all we are doing is trading. I'm not really going to be explaining what I'm doing or how. But Euro USD, okay, when I look at the day chart, what does it tell me? So Euro USD came down here, bounced off the support, which is the low of the, this is a very strong support area. So so chances are, I feel like Euro USD is going up. I also know that the USD, because the US has been in recession, the US dollar has been losing value. Gold has also been losing value. I mean, people are panicking in the market right now. Maybe not panicking, but they're trying to just protect their money. So trying to go into other things like Bitcoin, which I think has gone up in value over the last couple of days. So I'm looking at a potential buy for Euro USD for, let's say safely about 150 pips. Yeah, thereabouts. At a minimum, maybe, so let's say minimum, let's say about 80 pips, which I think is good. But I want to make sure the entry is okay to take. I just want to look at the 15-minute chart. And don't worry, these lines, I've already drawn them in a different session. One day I'll hopefully be able to explain. So we are 24 seconds into the last 15-minute candle. That's what's left of the 15-minute candle. So this trade is just about to close. I really want to go in, but I just want to confirm something. I think it's really shaping up nicely. For me, Euro USD has been bullish. But here's the thing about trading. Yesterday, I looked at Euro USD being bullish, but it pulled back. So I kind of panicked and jumped out of the trade. So guys, even as confident as I am as a trader, sometimes I second guess myself. And the thing about trading is you can't do that too often. You have to be really confident about your entries and your exits so that you don't end up losing money unnecessarily, because I've jumped out of the trade, but now Euro USD has been going in my direction. So hey, so I still think it's very bullish, but I want us to, so yeah, so that's like about 80 pips. Okay, it's about 80 pips. So I'm just gonna wait on that for a while. Let me look at GBP USD. I think it's also on a buy trajectory. If I look at Forex Factory this morning at 11, there's Euro News. That's I mean, there's a lot of red folder and orange folder. So it's going to be a very interesting day. Yeah, interesting. All day G7 meetings, manufacturing news. So this is really going to tell us what is happening in the European economy. Already in the US, they announced that there's been a recession, which I think was a bit obvious because we've been in a, I mean, I saw that coming months ago, despite, the indices market showing us a different story. I'd always thought the indices market was very overpriced. It was only a matter of time before it it collapsed or really just did a number on people, and it actually did. So it's been pulling back up. Though this is US 30, looks like it's been on a buy. But really, I mean, it's been a crazy market, this one. So let's see. I like the indices though. I like the indices. One of my favorite things to trade, but can be very risky as well. So interesting enough, I see a potential bullish trend on the indices market of about 1,400. So usually what I do, I just write down things that I'm looking at before I literally jump in. I like to confirm and reconfirm my trades. So I'm seeing like a 1,500 pip move on the indices on US 30 specifically, Euro USD potential 180 pip, 200 pip move. But I like to just confirm and reconfirm. So let's look at GR30. GR30, according to my chart. So let's see. Let's look at the weekly. So the weekly on GR30 is interesting. So I need to move this a bit higher. So it's past the point of confluence. Price is above the point of confluence on the weekly chart. And so is on the daily chart. I feel like GR30 is also bullish. Excuse me, with a potential of 1,000 pips. Okay, so let's just go back to euro first. Okay. So I usually just look at the day chart and the 15-minute chart, and then I make my decision based off that already. I mean, I'm an intraday trader. I do market structure, just look at the market structure, how price is moving, past performance, price movement, past movements rather, in comparison to the recent movements. So let's see, GR30. I really have a bias for bullish here, about 500 pips. About 500 pips on the long term, up to like about 1,100 pips. And then sometimes I also look at the news. Like now here I'm seeing 5 hours ago an article, European equities private sector PMIs to give a sense of the damage. So that's why, as you can see here, this is going to be very crucial. Okay, crucial. Very, very crucial. So let's see. So Euro USD, because I have a bias for Euro USD today. I had seen the pullback coming in, and that's why I didn't call the trade. So as soon as it finishes the pullback, I think we're safe to enter on a buy. Yeah, I think we'll be safe to enter for a buy. So let's look at something else. So GBP USD, also doing the same thing again as soon as this is done. So we have 8 minutes on this candle. As soon as this is done, we'll know for sure. I'll know for sure what I want to do. So let me look at something else, Euro JPY. Let me look at other Euro pairs and just see what the overall trend is looking like. You can see there was a pull, there was a really huge impulse up on Euro JPY. JPY of about, let's say, 150, not really huge, about 115 pips. So let's see what happens here. So if the reversal, if there's a reversal, if there's a pullback, probably to get to the 382 region, which is near this 119426, which does make sense. So I'll just put it there, just, this would be a very good buy opportunity, but I will look at the day chart. Like, guys, I don't enter all trades just because, I weigh my options. Euro JPY is looking bullish to me. So Euro JPY is looking bullish to me. And I'm looking at like at least 100 pips, at least 100 pip move, at least 100 pip move, 100 pips. It could even go all the way up to like 150 pips, 170 pips thereabouts. So 100 to 150 pips. So what I do is I analyze different pairs and then I look at the most exciting. The high one I feel is mostly high probability. I know something happened today. China has just announced that they will be done with their lockdown on April 8th, which I think is amazing. I'm hoping Kenyans will not have to go through such a long quarantine and lockdown period. I don't think it's good for our mental health anyways. So let's look at Euro JPY. Wow, Euro JPY just did its thing. But I like trading market structure because it just gives me a really clear and confident feel about what's happening in the market. So right now I feel like this is interesting. Let's see, pull that. I'm 50-50 on Euro GBP. Actually, I feel like it could pull back down. It's potentially maybe between 100 to like, no, actually, wait. Okay, so yeah, I think it will pull back maybe about 200 pips, 220 pips. So Euro GBP potential sell for 200 pips. Okay, then I look at Euro CAD. Sometimes when I look at this different pairs, what it does for me is it just acts as a confirmation about what I want to trade and how I want to trade, what I'm seeing, and it gives me confidence. So bear with me as we go through this process. I only do this so that I can be a bit more confident about my entries, so that even if things go in the opposite direction, I'm kind of like, okay, I actually crossed my T's and everything, and I guess the market just did what it was going to do. So, so I'll probably just okay. So EuroCAD, I also feel is coming down. It's on a sell. So I believe this is here about 128 pips. So let's say about 128 pips. Let's say 120 pips. So EuroCAD, which is interesting. Sell 120 pips. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing right now. So the Euro, I've done Euro GBP, Euro USD, Euro CAD, Euro JPY, Euro odd. I like Euro odd sometimes. I like it. Euro odd did exactly what I expected it to do. As you can see, according to my lines, and I feel like Euro odd is also on its way down, which is interesting. Euro USD is going up, Euro odd is going down. Well, be able to reconfirm that in a bit. So so that's really it, you know. I like to color my lines. Usually I don't like to see too much. I know you guys are seeing a lot of lines, but for me, I feel they are not as many as they look. um, and so that's about 150 pips on Euro odd. Yeah, on a potential bearish trend. But I see Euro odd can even go all the way down to like you know, like 500 pips. Yeah. I really want to kind of wait for the news. Okay, the news is at 11:15. I really want to wait for the news at 11:15, but um, I'm on a bearish trend for the Euro AUD. Okay, so that's Euro. Or then let's look at GBP pair. So GBP USD. Let's look at it again. I was saying that I was looking at this and I was just seeing a potential, you know, like I was just like GBP USD just looks like, I mean, the markets really have just, you know, it really tanked below all lows. But I feel like it's done with the tanking for a while. But if I look at the 15-minute, like we can tell this is a really strong, I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. So we have 58 seconds in this next candle, 50 seconds on GU. EU, is it right? Is it ready? Almost. Okay, let me be looking at something else. So we said I'd like to look at the dollar index as well. I feel like the dollar index is on its way down, so that it confirms my EU entry, my GU entry. So let's look at CAD, USD CAD. Let's look at USD CAD. USD CAD. I think it's on its way down as well. I think it's on its way down, 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 down. USD CAD is on its way down, people. USD CAD is on its way down. USD CAD is on its way down. It's on the point of conference that I'm a bias for a downtrend of about 300 pips. USD CAD, USD. I did USD JPY, did I? No, USD JPY I think is also on a downtrend. I think I glimpsed it earlier. Yeah, I have a bias for a downtrend. So USD JPY, that's about 100 pips to about 150, 200 pips. Potential still 100, 200 pips. Yep, that's what I feel. So USD JPY, and then there's AUD USD, which is I love to trade AUD USD. AUD USD I think is on a buy. We wait to see a buy of about 200 and 200. Let's just say 200 pips, which I think is a good Bitcoin, because guys, we're looking for a specific number of pips in the day. We don't need too many to make money. That's just my opinion. So back to Euro USD. Okay, I think it's shaping up. I think it's shaping up. So Euro USD. Hmm. So Euro USD. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at something on my phone. I was trying to look at my chart on my phone. So AUD USD. Okay, let's look at something else. I'm still waiting for Euro USD to finish its pullback. Once I know I'm clear on that pullback, we can enter for a buy. I'm still very bullish. So AUD JPY. What is AUD JPY? Tell me. AUD JPY is very bullish. In fact, I'm more bullish on AUD. So it's about 350 pips by 350 pips. That's for sure. That is certain. GBP AUD. Is on a sale. I think it's on a sale. 100 pips. So GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY. Looking bullish. So let's see what this is telling me. What story is this telling me? That this is a very strong support. Now for me, GBP, JPY, I'm a bit bullish on it, but I'm going to wait for it to kind of clear because I want to trade the breakout. But potentially it could go down for like about maybe 200, 300 pips, about 200 pips thereabouts. Let's look at the day chart. We have a better glimpse. I like what I'm seeing. Actually, I'm more bullish for GJ than anything else. At least 180 pips for GBP before it JPY. Probably 180 pips before it pulls back. Yeah, but let me look at something else. I'll wait for it to clear. Let this candle end, and then you know, guys, like I hope you're noticing what I'm doing. Like, basically, we don't have to get a trade every time. Okay, so we don't always have to jump into a trade. I would rather wait an hour, okay, and then I collect my 100, 200 pips, then keep looking at the market every second, trying to enter every single trade, pullback, impulse. Because again, we are not in the business of losing money, especially in this season. We want to make money. We want to create our kitty for our future. With all that's going on, we need to have savings. So we're not here to lose money. So if you see, I take a bit of time to plan my trades. It's very deliberate. I do it because I know a lot of people are trying to make money right now, and my work is just to ensure that people are making money. So like now, Euro USD, yes, there's a pullback. I want the pullback to end because for me, I'm very bullish on EU. What other trade pair haven't I looked at? So let's say GBP NZD. GBP NZD. GBP NZD. Very interesting. I like what I see. Ooh, clear. In fact, I'm very happy I've seen this. So GBP NZD is very bearish. And I'm like looking at quite a number of pips here, about 600 pips. So if we just take 100 of those, not too bad. Yeah. So GBP NZD. I want to at least give, so I'm looking at a sell. So GBP NZD, I'm looking at a sell of about 250 pips, thereabouts. So let's do this again. Either that or it could actually 600 pips. So 200 to 600 pips. It could pull back. It could just pull back. And if it pulls back, go like another 200 to 400 pips on the upside. GBP CHF. This is another one that just dropped out of the sky and but I'm seeing a buy. So I'm bullish on GBP right now. GBP CHF. Very interesting. GBP CHF is bullish. GJ is bullish. And for me, I'm seeing like bullish for this is about 250 pips at least. Yeah. So happy I didn't enter the EU just then, but we're good to go. I want that candle to end. So GBP CHF, and then we have GBP AUD. I've done that. GBP CAD. Have I done GBP CAD? So GBP CAD. Let's see how the Canadian dollar bullish. Bosh easy. I see bulls winning this one. But again, it'll depend on the news coming out in the next 20 minutes. I still think there is a bullish trend here. I think there is a serious bullish trend here. But let me confirm what I can see. What I see. Okay, so I think this would be bullish, like 200 and almost 300 pips on GCAD. Almost 200 pips. So the only one that looks like a sell right now is a GN. Okay, then we have CAD pairs. CAD JPY. CAD JPY is still on a buy. Yeah, it looks like a buy to me. I could be wrong. I think I'm right. It may pull down, but so let's see the day chart. What's the day telling us? What's the day telling us? What is the day telling us? It just tells us that this is a very important zone, very important support zone. So, but I feel it's bullish. It's CAD JPY is bullish. Even if the Bank of Japan has released cash or is being aggressive about containing the corona impact for Japanese people. Yeah, I still think it'll go like about 60 pips before it probably comes back down and looks for a better entry up. But I feel like overall we are on a bullish trend, but it's not really a right trend right now. So I'm waiting for the top of the hour because it's 2 minutes to 11 Kenyan time. Again, I'm still analyzing my pairs, but I think I'm almost done now. Let's look at gold. Gold. Oh, gold. Gold. So gold right now, I feel is on a downtrend. Okay. So gold, I think, is on a downtrend. That's just my take. That's just me. I feel like it has a pullback of about 184 to about 200 pips before it continues on an upward trend. You could ask me why, but I can't explain that now. Probably do that in a different session. But it's very volatile right now. I can already tell. It's doing that whole thing of, so I'm gonna leave gold for now. It's really volatile, you can tell. You can really tell. And I don't want to get into a predictable scenario. So guys, let's go back to okay, what had so CAD, JPY, NZD CAD. Let's look at the NZD pairs. NZD pairs can be very rewarding as well. They may not move as fast as you want them to, but they do move. I feel like we are on a buy on NZD. Let's see what this market is. Yep, NZD JPY is on a buy, and I see we're gonna go like about let's see, about 60 pips. Move slowly though, but 60 pips isn't too bad. 100 pips actually. What 100 pips? Okay. Let me look at NZD CHF. NZD CHF. What is this? Market can be very interesting. My setup just looks so wrong. So let me just like NZD pairs just tanked. So I just said, you know what, we're done. We're done. We're done. Very good. I think NZD has just shown us what the markets can decide to do when it wants to do what it wants to do, which means just drop it like it's hot. I'm trying to look for the highs and the lows, and I think we're finding the highs and the lows. So I feel like this is a very interesting area here, right? It's a very interesting area. Very interesting zone right now. So, yep. I feel like NZD-CHF is on a buy for about maybe 80 pips. NZD-CHF. So I've literally analyzed 20 pairs. I think that's out of this 20, we should be able to find 6 or so to give us our 600 pips. Yeah, 6 to 7, you know. So NZD-CHF about 80 pips on a buy, potentially. I like what I've seen in Euro USD. So NZD card. Whoa. Come to mama. NZD card another maybe 70 pips. 70, let's say 80 pips on NZD card. I think I've analyzed most pairs. Gold, I'm still 50-50. Car US. So the ones I said were high probability. So let's look at USD card again. That's definitely going on a sell. Like I feel like it's like definitely going on a sell. But whew. Pips clean, no complaints. Yep. $1.0836. Okay, so I've thrown a trade for Euro USD, 200 pips. Let's see how it goes. Intraday potential, but if you're scalping, you can literally take it for 10 to 20 pips and you'll be good to go. I look at NZD card, USD card rather. That's another one I really have a strong feeling about. So USD card sell now. USD card sell now. So USD card, USD card, USD card, USD card, USD card sell now. USD card. Where's my USD card? If you already jumped in, good for you. USD card entry is 1.4. 1.43832, 3832. And USD card, I was seeing 300 pips, 200 pips as well. Four, three. So I'll put it on web analyzer as well. Thank God it doesn't move so fast. So it's still a good trade to jump in at any time. So entry is 1.43832. And 15 minutes. Set your own intraday. This is intraday. Intraday potential is 200 pips. If we get it, we are happy. If we get our 10 to 20 pips, we are still happy. So there we go. So both trades are nearing entry. Your Euro USD is already, if I'm not wrong, Euro USD is already in blue. Yeah, it's doing its thing. So those are two trades, potentially 200 pip movements. Let's see how it goes. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for listening in. At least I've given you two trades of 200 pips potential. You should get at least 400 pips potential by the time we're done. But at least you should get anywhere from 80 to 200 pips today on those two trades. So thanks for being here, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.